Hello everyone, this is Valvis Alarm here, and for this particular video I just wanted to talk a little bit about Sony's handheld device, the PlayStation Vita, which would be coming out the end of this year in December for Japan, and not quite a date for the rest of the world, so I'm sure it's going to be somewhere next year. But this whole Vita thing has been really sort of interesting to sort of think about for me, because I'm thinking about, what's Sony's role in the Vita and what are they trying to accomplish with this thing that they were trying to accomplish with the PlayStation, the original PlayStation PSP. And if you look at sort of the PSP's sort of life cycle, the original one, I mean, this is a system that still sold about 79 million units worldwide, and so it's still kind of beating out the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 when it comes to units sold worldwide, mostly because you could thank Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy for that in Japan, and it's still, to this day, still growing strong in Japan. But there's usually with consoles and gaming platforms that usually have a sense of identity to them. And I understand that the PSP and the PSP Vita is supposed to be the identity of a hardcore portable gaming device. But, I wonder if that audience is really there anymore. It just seems like so many people are they're fine with just, the 5-minute Angry Birds, playing that game for a few minutes and then going back to work. It's putting so much effort on just trying to be this hardcore gaming device, even though so much of where everything is going to social media and sort of these smaller bite-sized games. I'm just curious on what Sony's just trying to do altogether with the system. For me personally, I personally want a console gaming experience on a handheld device. For me, I love that. I want that. I want Uncharted on the Vita. I want God of War on the Vita. Metal Gear Solid. Give me Call of Duty. Give me Battlefield, BioShock. If you give me these games on the Vita, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and buy it. Maybe not the first day, but I'll definitely, at certain moments, definitely gonna go out and get it myself. But I'm just curious and sort of pondering to myself, what are they trying to gain from this? Because they're really just competing against Apple. And then you had the 3DS price drop, not even a few months after the launch of the 3DS, which was, for the most part, everyone was really praising for. Before the release of the 3DS, everyone wanted it. Everyone wanted to get their hands on it. The glasses-free portable device that people thought was impossible. And, that completely changed Nintendo's perspective on portable gaming now, because Nintendo was very similar to Apple, where they made money off of every unit they sold, whether it was the Nintendo Wii or the DS. Now, after this price drop, they're not actually making money off of the 3DS now, so this is a place where Nintendo's never been before in a very long time. So I just wonder how much is, Apple's iPhone really just taking over everything, I remember just a few years ago, it was the 3DS, I'm sorry, not the 3DS, the regular DS that completely just blew everyone out, and everyone wanted to get the DS. I mean, it's still the top selling gaming device in this generation, outbeating everyone. The PlayStation 3, 360, the DS is up there. But with the Vita, is it really going to fail or succeed for Sony? And there's nothing that I've seen from this device. As much as I love the tech demos of the Uncharted and all these things, there's nothing about this system that really is telling me that this is going to be any different from the PlayStation original, the original PSP. I appreciate that they're trying to implement more online to it, which is something that Sony and every other manufacturer is trying to do, is basically try to get all their technology to try to just connect together. But for me, the PSP Vita will probably suffer the same fate, I feel, as the 3DS, one of the price. And originally the $249 $99 price for the Vita was actually something that people were excited about. People were expecting this thing to be, you know, $400 or anything like that. But now, I mean, we're living in a society where it's just $249 is just too much, you know, and people are expecting so much of that price now that $249 for a handheld won't really get you a lot within the first year, you know. If you live through the first year, you're very lucky. Unless you're Apple, obviously, then those guys never have to drop any kind of price for anything. But with the Vita, I just feel that within the first 5 months, that thing is going to drop in price, like within like $75. And that'll be the moment where I'm going to grab it. That's going to be the moment where I'll buy it off the stores and get Uncharted with it. I forgot the release date for Uncharted, but I really don't see a purpose to this handheld. And it really doesn't help that, you know, once again, Sony's working with their proprietary memory card unit, so you won't be able to use your SD card or your micro SD card. If you had like an extra camera rolling around somewhere with an extra card, you weren't able to use that, which was another deal that people weren't happy about with the original PSP. Is that, you know what, I have memory cards in my house, but they're not the Sony brand memory card, so I have to now buy another one. And this is something that really just is dragging Sony, I feel, a little bit down the water. And another thing that's not helping out is that battery life. 3 to 5 hours for gaming, and then you get 9 hours for music, you know, depending on the brightness of the screen and sleep mode and stuff like that. I mean, this is screaming, you know, price drop within 5 months, and people just simply waiting for a better version of the system that's not only cheaper but more battery life to it and perhaps better games. I kind of forgot the launch games for the system, but you know what, for the games that I've seen, I really do want to get the system, I really do. But as a system altogether, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with this thing. It just seems like just another PSP original ready to just go under again with piracy and everything. Other than that, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be a big success and I'll definitely eat my words, but until then, I guess we'll just have to see how it works out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys take care.